the king of the sports world with the inside scoop on everything. His name is AJ Boki.
What's up? What's up, America? What's up? What's up? What's up, world? How we feeling today?
Hey, AJ, we can't hear you, dude.
How we feeling today? Can you hear me now?
Barely.
I'll pull it. Hold on.
Hold on. Take it easy. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Better.
Oh yeah. Cool. So I'll sit like this then.
Louder.
Can you hear me now?
Loud.
Yep. Yeah, but speak loudly.
Yes. Okay. So, what's up, America? What's up, world? How we feeling today? It's a big day in sports. Let's hope the Brewers don't get swept because that was a disaster yesterday.
I had a feeling that thing was going to go south from the beginning, and it sure as heck did.
Anytime you score 5 in the first, it's never a good thing.
Man, what is the deal?
They just can't. They can't get the shutdown inning. They just can't shut offenses down right now.
I thought the bullpen has been such a strength of theirs.
Yeah, luckily they're getting Devin back after the All-Star break, so they'll be good to go. Everybody will slide up a spot, and they'll be good to go. So.
Okay, so is that going to be their move of the rest of the year? That's going to be like gaining a new player?
Yeah, I think it will be like getting I think it'll be like making a mid-season acquisition.
Yeah.
It's two-time roll-it, reliever of the year, and it'll be like making a mid-season acquisition. So hopefully it'll work out.
Do you think he's good, Williams?
Yes.
You do? Okay.
In fact, I think if he would have been healthy, he would have been traded by now. But I don't think they'll trade him now.
Okay. Hey, Doug, do you have a radio on or something? I can hear voices in the background.
I have nothing on.
Oh,
that must be my voice.
Is that you?
That is, I hear that, but before it almost sounded like a muffled radio kind of voice going on in the background. But all right, we're good. So AJ, with the slide that they've had,
yes, sir.
What are they up in the standings now?
4.
4. Now we're almost today would be the midpoint, right? I mean,
yep.
What do you think for the season?
I'm still comfortable.
You're still comfortable. Okay. What about you, Doug? You got any thoughts on the Brewers?
Yeah, I still like him. I think to AJ's point, Williams is back. What's the other pitcher that's been out for the last 15 days? I think that's the key to their success is their relief pitching. So I hope I think they have enough gas in the tank.
And keep in mind too,
they'll start hitting again.
Keep in mind too, here's a fair point. They don't come back from the All-Star break till Saturday. They only play a 2-game series this weekend in Minnesota, so it gives them an extra day of rest.
Why is that? I've never heard of that before.
It's very strange. It's very strange. I don't get it either, but I'll take it.
Okay. What's wrong with Joey Ortiz? He must be hurt, huh?
He was hurt. He just came back yesterday.
He just came back? Because that guy, I don't like the replacement third baseman is a little unpredictable.
No, he sucks. He sucks.
Squarely off the fence on that one, AJ. Way
sorry,
to go.
Vinny, into the Brewers organization. The Monasterio has like 3 hits on the year. So.
Hey, Jack, the one thing he's been consistent at is his Monasterio is not good for the Brewers. So he's been consistent the whole time. Every time he sucks. Usually he sways like the wind, but this one he's been solid on.
He's been solid. Whoa, way to go, AJ. So you're still confident in the Brewers?
Yes.
I saw today in Jason Stark wrote in The Athletic, he had like his mid-season awards.
Yes, sir.
And he said, you want to guess at who the American League MVP would be?
Judge.
Yep, Aaron Judge. What about the National League?
I'm not sure.
Yelich.
No guesses. Yelich, the Scorpion says.
Yelich or Yelich has the highest average in OPS in the National League. Yelich or you can't say. I'm gonna go Harper, but no, he doesn't.
Are you going to give a name or am I falling asleep?
No,
Yeah, both.
I'll go Harper.
Nope. According to Jason Stark, it is Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani, yeah.
They're struggling too. Keep in mind, guys, they're still only 2 games out of the second best record in the league. For as much as they're struggling.
I got to watch some of the Dodgers Brewers. Was it last weekend they were on?
Yeah.
And I never was able to see that Ohtani play before. And it's like impossible to pitch a strike to him without him getting something on it.
He's got one small zone that he can't hit well, but that's about it.
Yeah, he's really something as a hitter.
Yeah.
And he's huge. He's physically big. He looks big at the plate.
Yeah. Did you see the video of him when he stole a base on ESPN?
Mm-hmm.
He stole a base, and he, let's just say, did an inappropriate action on camera.
He did what?
He tried to show off on camera.
Oh,
It wasn't
okay.
It wasn't like by the camera.
Oh, okay.
By ESPN. So that's pretty dumb.
Okay. They have for the American League least valuable player. They said Bo Bichette.
Yeah. He hasn't hit worth beans.
And then for the National League least valuable player, Tim Anderson, formerly of the White Sox.
Formerly in the Marlins, he just got DFA'd.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Well, that's something.
Yeah.
Then they had the pitcher for the Tigers as the AL Cy Young.
Terrence Struble or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tariq Skubal, yeah, and the MVP, the Cy Young for the National League, Chris Sale for the Braves.
Yeah, he's been very good.
Did I see Burns was still one of the top? Corbin Burns?
Yeah, it's 2.43 ERA right now.
Okay.
And then they have the Cy Yuck, which I think is pretty funny, is Kenta Maeda of the Tigers for the American League, and Blake Snell of the Giants.
Yeah, they've been very bad.
Rookies of the Year, Mason Miller, A's, and Paul Skenes. Is it Skenes? Is that how you say it? Skenes of the Pirates.
How can you be a Rookie of the Year and be an A's? Let's be realistic.
Well, you can still be a great player and you get stuck on a terrible team.
That's true. Esther Ruiz is also on the A's. He's got like 60 stolen bases.
Here are others that Jason Stark could also be called the Rookie of the Year and not be. You can make your case for any one of these players: Shota Imanega, Luis Gill, Jackson Merrill, Michael Bush, Joey Ortiz, Wyatt Langford, Mason Wynn.
Yep, all of them are solid options.
Yeah. What do you think about Skeens starting the All-Star game?
I love it because he's going to throw 98 right by Dougie's bat.
Yeah. Okay.
I will predict this. He will strike out the first 3 batters in All-Star.
He will. Will you watch the All-Star game?
Yes, because I'm not going to watch the other stuff that's on TV.
AJ Bocchine. All right.
But fellas.
What?
Let's not forget what I was this weekend.
Well, you're the one who started out with baseball.
I know. But now
it's all about enough about them. What about me?
No. No, no.
Where were you, Don AJ?
I was at an AAU tournament at Homestead.
At Homestead?
Great tournament. Lots of great college coaches were there. So it was a lot of fun. And I wasn't working, but I was there to support my guy, support two of them, Trevor Polite and Justin Weasley. So that was cool. They went 4-1 in the 3 days that I was there.
Okay.
And, they played 2 more games today, so I'll get updates today. And pass those along.
Doug. Hey, Doug. Could you
Yeah.
do me a favor? Could you mute yourself unless you're going to make a comment, because the ambient noise from the car is making it hard to hear AJ. But whenever you want to say something, it goes away because the mic gets to your voice, so you're good to talk. But
Okay,
don't.
I'm going to mute right now.
All right, good.
All right, so it was good. It was good. It was a good tournament. We went 4-1, lost Thursday night, but won the next 4. And then it's good.
AJ, you've talked about AAU before, but for people who don't know what the deal is, like who gets invited to these things, how does that all work?
It's a college. I would call it more of a college showcase.
Okay.
For high schoolers, and what you do in AAU is you get put on teams, and you don't get put on teams. You try out for your local teams, and then you get put on different teams based on your skill level, and you go to tournaments and you get showcased for college coaches. So it's kind of cool.
Did you get to meet any of the college coaches who were there, or did you know some of them?
I knew 2 of them, yes.
Okay.
I knew Kyle Blackburn, who used to be at Wisconsin, and a guy named Cole Shire, who's now at Ashland University.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was cool.
Very cool.
And they both said hi, so it was really cool.
Okay. Well, they didn't give you. They don't want to get shot down by the Don, for God's sakes. They better say hi. Did they kiss your ring when they went by?
No, I didn't have the rings with me, so no.
Oh, come on, man. So it is, when people hear this AAU and they love basketball, is it open to the public? Can anybody go and watch?
It's open to the public, but I'll give you this: it's very expensive to get into.
It is.
It's not a cheap thing to do.
Okay.
So it's fun. It's a good alternative in the summer for guys that just want to play more.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good alternative, but it's fun.
Speaking of high school basketball and college, I really thought Joe Wolf was an impressive guest who we had on the other day.
It was very good, very informative. I loved his information that he talked about, everything we talked about, everything you can. It was very good. Joe, to his credit, has a lot on his plate in the off season. So I'm happy that we were able to get him, and very impressive guest, and very positive and very insightful. And, coming off reading Kenny's book to get an inside look at North Carolina like that, and Kohler for that matter, was very impressive, very, very fun.
I know when go ahead, Doug, you got something?
I was going to say he's got a lot on his plate. That's why he's not losing any weight.
Didn't he? Now, he doesn't own a Dairy Queen anymore, right? He did? He used to? Is that correct?
Yeah, he owned the Dairy Queen up in Sheboygan Falls, but it's it's out of, they sold that off a few years ago. But we were actually together last night. So he again thanked you guys very much. He loved it.
Yeah, it was.
4 of us from high school sitting around chatting last night and having an old fashioned and talking it up. So great time. So thank you guys.
Yeah, well, it was AJ. AJ pulled it off. Way to go, AJ.
You're welcome.
That's only the Don can pull things together like that. So I was really fascinated by Dean Smith, because whenever you see him or hear him talk, he is not a very dynamic speaker, but boy, he's a dynamic person to do all that stuff and expand their horizons much beyond basketball.
Yeah, you don't have to be that dynamic of a speaker to be a dynamic person. And that's one of the things I'm going to talk about later but yeah, so it was really cool.
Yeah. I also loved he kind of put Doug in his place a couple of times. That was fun.
Yeah.
He kind of nailed him. We just lost Doug. I think he was offended by that comment. So, all right, where do you want to go next,
No,
AJ?
no offense taken. No offense taken.
Darn.
Hey, I was on there. The only comments I got is I've never seen you be so quiet in your life. That's all I got busted on. So
he said what did he say? He had quite the point guard was an issue
Yeah, yeah,
when he was a freshman. That's
right.
hilarious.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
hey,
Okay.
hey, he got the ball. He got the ball a lot by the end of the season. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Sounds like it was a good move.
Yeah,
It got you the gold ball, partially.
He could flat out. He could flat out. That's for sure.
Cool. All right, AJ, where do you want to go next in the world of sports?
In the world of sports, there's a couple of places we could go.
Okay.
But I want to go to the look at the landscape of the summer league, because there's been a lot of hype around the young guys.
No, you mean NBA Summer League, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to look at the landscape. There's been a lot of hype around guys like Bronny James, and I feel like there's more hype around him than some other guys that could be in the league. Of course, because of who his dad is, but I feel like we put a lot of pressure on these young kids when they come in to contribute right away, And I feel like it's all based on the team that you go to, because if you go to a good squad, if you go to a good veteran squad, and you don't have to drop 20 points a game right away and can fill a role first to start off with, I think it would help. It helps most guys. You look at late bloomers. Like, I'm gonna just throw this out there. There's been guys that are late bloomers that contribute now in bigger roles on better teams because they're just better players because they learn from the veterans.
That's interesting. Do you think Giannis comes to mind for me? Do you consider him a late bloomer, AJ?
Yeah, because he grew. He grew and got stronger. Giannis comes to mind.
Excuse me, AJ, did he start right away or did he come off the bench? Do you know?
He came off the bench, but they stunk. Remember this? They started his career at 15 and 67 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they were bad. In fact, Giannis and Chris are the only holdovers from the team that went 15 and 67. So
well, good.
Yeah. So yeah. So
okay. I saw a comment the other day that the NBA Summer League has become. It used to be nobody really paid any attention to it, but now it's kind of become a big deal.
Especially the Vegas one.
Yeah.
People really like the Vegas one.
Isn't that where the Summer League is? Isn't it exclusively in Las Vegas?
There's one in Vegas and one in Utah.
One in Utah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Speaking of, one more thing on the NBA and Joe Wolf, he was, sometimes you ask somebody who their favorite player is or who they go to watch, and they kind of give you I don't want to get on. He said, he disqualified Giannis because he gets to see him all the time.
Conviction.
Yes. With conviction.
Jokic.
Yeah, that was something how he said it, and why, and he's a little bigger than Joe and plays the way that Joe would have loved to play the game.
Yeah, for sure. I thought that was very insightful what he said.
Mm-hmm.
People don't give Jokic the credit he deserves, but I just think it was very insightful what he said. So it's cool.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, we can bounce back and forth a little bit there, but where do you want to go next? You said you have a couple places you could go.
We could go to Words of Wisdom. I mean, I don't really.
No, hey, wait. What's the biggest sports story in Wisconsin right now? It's the biggest one.
What am I missing?
What starts on Monday? Isn't it? Is it Monday or next week? NFL camp, Jordan Love.
It's next week.
Is that
Hold your horses, agent, for God's sakes. It's not time. The biggest sports story you both haven't mentioned today is Wimbledon. Yeah.
Alcaraz winning Wimbledon again.
Wimbledon?
Yes. Today, yes, Championship Sunday. What's his name? Alcaraz beat Djokovic 3-zip in
He's
sets.
done. He's cooked.
You think?
I think he's done, man.
Both he and Federer and who's the
Nadal.
guy you like? Nadal all played. I mean, when I was telling Margot, because Margot's such a tennis player and fanatic today, that when I was younger, once it seemed like guys they hit 25, they were done. You know, nobody was playing championship tennis into their 30s.
It
But
just shows you the advancement of the medicine, like not medicine, but like sports science these days. Like these guys can keep playing so long.
Yep. And they take care of themselves year round,
Right.
for God's sakes.
Yeah. They spend a lot of money on their physical physique, and they can play longer. So
for the women that Barbara, I can't remember her last name, from Czech Republic won, she was 31st ranked coming in, 31 seed out of 32. And last year, like an unranked one won. So the women's side is a lot more unpredictable than the men's.
Yeah.
I mean, Alcaraz seems to be taking control of the whole thing now.
my favorite lost in the third round. So
Who's that?
Coco.
Oh, Coco Gauff. Yeah, she's Margot's favorite too.
She's dynamic. She's got a dynamic personality, and it's a lot of fun.
Yep. And Swiatek was out. It was a big chance for her to come in and win, and she got smoked.
No,
So,
I read something on Threads this morning, which is a version of Instagram. I don't know how true this is.
never stopped you before worrying about the truth.
Speaking of NFL, it said the Raiders have traded Davante Adams to the Jets for a 2025 second round pick. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't want to spread it, and I don't want to spread any rumors. But
Well, you just did.
okay, I did.
Well, let's say it's true. What do you think of the deal? From both sides.
The Raiders are just blowing up their team if that's the case.
Well, they don't have anybody to throw it to them.
They lost Josh Jacobs and so they lost their two ball handlers basically.
Yeah, well, they haven't had a good quarterback in how long?
They would be Aiden O'Connell. Don't disrespect the Big Ten.
I'm disrespecting it because he's not the answer at quarterback for them.
No, he's not the answer. You're right.
There's no disrespect. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, it is. If you don't have a top 10 quarterback these days, you really don't have a chance.
Well,
Don't
okay, so say
disrespect the Big Ten quarterbacks. Who's a decent Big Ten quarterback? They got to keep adding teams to get to the Big 20 before they found a guy that could throw the ball.
That's true. That's so true. That's so true. I think the best Big Ten quarterback right now is in the XFL. Actually.
Let's see. I'm on. While you were talking, I went to Pro Football Talk, and they usually have things pretty. Like the last thing is 2 minutes ago, and they don't have anything about that trade.
No way Davante went for a second round pick.
What do you think, Doug? What would it take?
No, they got to give away a first gen for Davante. I mean, he's still a top receiver in the league. They're not going to give a second round pick.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm always amazed at what it seems like the superstar players get traded for. I never think they get high enough draft picks. So it just doesn't seem like a good move.
Isn't it strange? Like baseball, you get traded for like the Brewers when they made the trade. They traded away their 20th ranked player, I guess. But yeah, any big baseball and football don't seem to be, and yet when you get to basketball, they trade away 27 first-round draft choices for some guy like.
It's because there's only 2 rounds of basketball too.
Well, that's because there's only 2 rounds. There's only a round and 2 guys that are worth anything.
Yeah,
right.
Okay. All right. So now you want to talk, you got life advice. Doug, is there anything sports wise you wanted to talk about besides you being off by a week for the training camp?
Well, okay, but let's still go with it. That's okay. I'm behind times, that's for sure, or ahead of my time. But we're still making the prediction because the only one that's still accurate somewhat accurate because you guys said that Jordan Love would be signed in a day, and we're
I
coming,
did. I
we're
did.
coming down to the end. So
I did.
I just want to know if we're still thinking he's going to be signed ahead of time or not.
Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking.
I think he'll be signed. I think if they don't sign him and get it done, it's going to be a mistake. You're going to pay through the nose no matter what. Just get it done.
Yeah, I think it's all about the guaranteed. How much can they guarantee? How much do you guarantee? Because I mean, let's say he's not the great player, right?
Yeah.
I'm not. If he's just if he'll be above average, but if you're not a Hall of Fame type quarterback and things paying almost $60 million a year, that's a lot for a guy that had 8 to 10 good games.
As a wise man once said, relax.
A wise man, all right. A wise man saying today, that same wise man saying, Achilles feels good. My summer ends on Sunday.
Oh, good. Good, because mine's just getting started. So good.
Yeah. Yep. Nothing yet about the Jets and Devontae, dude.
Maybe that's just a rumor.
It could have. Maybe they just, who knows. I do think it would be a mistake for the Raiders if they did for a second round pick. Would be a disgrace. Yeah. But we'll see. Any other pre-Packers training camp predictions that you have, AJ?
No, I think we're gonna win the division and win it with 12 wins.
You do?
I do.
What's Detroit's record gonna be? Do you think?
11-6.
So it's gonna be a close one. Okay. When the Packers were 9-8.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's hope the Love thing gets done.
Yes, sir.
Let's get that going. The agent knows the inner workings of money and contracts, so he knows how difficult that can be. Yeah. That's why he's the agent. He handled your contract negotiations with the Jack Hankey show, for God's sakes.
Yes, sir. It's still running.
And you still have the same guaranteed money that you got from the beginning. You're still getting it.
You know what, Jack? That's really unfortunate.
All right, well, let's go from unfortunate to fortunate. Give us some life advice that starts in sports and peels over and includes other ends of life and other aspects of life that you can apply it to.
This starts in sports, but everyone just needs to relax a little bit. There's a lot going on in this world right now that is very, let's just say, controversial. And I think that we just need to relax and enjoy what we have, because I think a lot of it, sometimes we take for granted the moments that we have with people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we need to relax and enjoy the moments that we have, because it's a very important time in whether it's in sports, whether it's in life. You need to just pump the brakes and say, I'm here. There's a reason I'm here. I can go make an impact, positive one, in this world. And how am I going to do that? You know what I'm saying? That,
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, how am I going to? You just got to find a way to make a positive impact on someone's life. Because if you can do that, we'll all be in a better place, be in a better world. So I think that would be my 2 cents.
If everybody could move the impact lever a little bit, that'd be a huge impact. If everybody did their turn,
just a little bit.
And I'm going to do one. I add on to that one big impact. AJ has been Mel's Charities, and I'm bringing that up because
Mel's golf outing is tomorrow.
Mel's golf outing is tomorrow. I heard there's some real questionable golfers going to be in there, but they're raising some money, so that's all right. But they've announced August 24th, Saturday. They're having they're partnering with Foreman Fitness, the gym, with Ben Quist and his crew. They're going to have an event.
Muscles for Mel's.
Yep, open to the public for $20 donation. You can there are going to be like 5 different fitness classes you can go on, and then the powerlifting team, the Special Olympics powerlifting team, is going to perform their feats of strength there that day. So it's going to be a big day. $20 to get in. All proceeds go to Mel's Charities. And you'll be able to see the gym and maybe take a class that you wouldn't normally take. It's kind of a trial thing, but that's going to be a big day, and that's coming up on Saturday, August 24th.
Yeah, shout out to Foreign Fitness for the partnership, and shout out to Mel's for getting it done. It's big for them. I know it's big for them. I know the golf finding is coming up tomorrow, so that should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I know it's going to be a big day, and it's going to be a big time, and it'll be fun. So I'm excited for them. Also, if I can, real quick, Jack, shout out to Foreign Fitness for that. The variety of options they have for just people, just the classes and everything they have. So it's really cool. So it's fun.
Good. Excellent. All right, Doug, you got anything?
I will be out there golfing. I remember we shot 10 under last year, which there's not a chance in hell we will ever shoot 10 under again at that. We will not play that well. That's money in the bank guaranteed.
By the way, to the weatherman out there, if you can keep it dry for like till 7 o'clock, I'd appreciate it because that's when my ride's coming. So
AJ, we're gonna move your ride up because you're staying way too late. So we'll
right,
We'll talk soon.
all right, sounds
Okay.
good.
All right.
What time?
Take care.
Hey, what time's the tee off tomorrow? That's what I want to know. I can't even figure that out.
I
yet.
think 9.
No, I don't think it's that early, but
I don't
we'll
know.
figure it
I
out.
don't know because I'm coming for dinner, so I don't.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Jack, thank you. AJ, we're sitting outside waiting for you. So when you sign off, come on out the door.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, you Bikini boys, have a good Sunday.
All right, thank
Take
you.
care.
Everybody.
All right,
Yeah.
see ya. Go Brewers.
Yep. All right, Jack.
See ya.